phobia is an irrational fear about an object. The objects can vary considerably, and generally the anxiety generated in someone makes them so frightened that they avoid that object as much as they can. So it can impact upon people's lives in a great many ways, stopping them going out, stopping them going to certain places, stopping them going near certain things.
Day to day, like when I'm working, is not too bad. It's when I go out more than anything, because when I go to work, I go outside the door in a car to work, inside the door, I'm fine. It's pleasure time or shopping, things like that, that is difficult to do on my own.
Rita had a severe phobia of birds. She couldn't go out into the garden, she couldn't look at birds, she was constantly vigilant of them, looking for them, anticipating them being around, and she would avoid any places that she thought birds might be.
I've gone on holiday and I've sat on the beach in a tent because I just cannot, I can't have them near me. Hate it. I'd like to be able to do what other people do. Be able to get in their car, go to the town and shop without that worry. Yeah, I would like to do that.
Treatment for phobias generally concentrates on helping people come to terms with their anxiety, challenge the irrationality of that anxiety, so that the anxiety reduces and they can deal with the feared object. Does knowing that birds exist out there, does that alter your lifestyle in any way?
Well, if this was a road and there was a bird over there, I wouldn't go down there at all. I'd rather backtrack and try and find another route round.
So you would avoid going near them?
I would avoid it.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. If you come across a bird unexpectedly, or you can't avoid it, what will you feel?
I wouldn't be, if I was out,
yeah,
I get terrible palpitations,
right,
feel sick,
yeah,
sweat,
yeah,
and if my husband's there, I mean, I feel that he's my only a way round the problem. I hide anything. I find being outside unacceptable.
Do you know why that is?
Well, the only thing I can put it down to was when I was a child, my father, I mean, he loved birds, all animals in fact, and but he had this pet jackdaw, and he seemed to take a great delight if this, well, I don't think this bird really particularly liked me, and it used to peck my ankles. And
can I just go back to something you said earlier? You said, because you said a sentence and I wasn't quite sure what you were saying. You talked about your father having this pet jackdaw, and you said he seemed to have great delight. And I wasn't sure whether it was the bird had great delight or your father.
No, I think my father thought that it was silly, somebody being afraid of a bird, you know, because he liked them.
Right.
Why should somebody that, like myself, be frightened of a bird, you know?
So he thought it was silly. What would that make him do, or what?
Well, I think it'd make him pursue it, doing it more.
Right. So he used to send the bird after you.
Really, yes.
Chase you or to peck you or whatever.
Mm.
And what would his response be to your response to the bird doing this to you?
Well, I don't know whether he thought, well, the more he did that, I might accept it more, or whatever. But
was it a bit of a laugh to him?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was fun.
It was fun. So fun at your expense.
Yes.
But actually you were really quite frightened.
Yes.
And uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right. That can't have been very easy.
No, it wasn't. Because that was every time I was indoors.
How old were you when the jackdaw was alive?
About, I suppose up to about the age of 10, 11.
You looking a bit distressed.
I am.
Yeah. It's all right. Can you say a little bit about what you were actually feeling then? You're clearly tearful and distressed, upset.
Well, because I'm a person who likes to be in control. To be uncontrollable, I don't find, well, it seems silly really, doesn't it?
You've used that word silly a lot.
Well, because other people keep saying it's silly, you know.
Well, I think what
But
people...
I don't really find it is at all.
Yeah, I guess people say it's silly because they don't understand. But clearly you're frightened. I think there are things that we can do to help you with your bird phobia. But we need to come back and meet again another time to discuss what that will be and what that will entail, and to talk to you about how you feel about that. Okay, because I will explain a little bit more what that will entail. And if you're then happy to do that, we can proceed from there. Okay, but we'd really need to meet again to do that. Would you be happy to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll arrange another appointment and I'll see you then.
Okay.
Okay? Treatment for phobias generally concentrates on helping people come to terms with their anxiety, challenge that anxiety, challenge the irrationality of that anxiety, so that the anxiety reduces and they can deal with the feared object. You said you'd had nightmares.
Yeah, well, I've been dreaming about them all the time.
Same dream or...?
No.
Right.
No, just on my mind.
All right. Have they been more on your mind during the day as well? Okay. In what way? How will they have come to mind? How have you thought about them?
Well, I got the nearest I did to a bird yesterday. And that was... It was done. I told you I was in my garage and been sorting things out, and I came out of the garage and I've got this patio wall, and I was walking past that wall, and at the end of it there was this dove right bang there. And Bob was up a tree, I'm screaming, shouting, and well, it did fly away. I think that's about the nearest I'd ever got to a bird.
How are you feeling right now as you're telling me?
Stressed.
Stressed, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm shaking.
You're shaking. What do you feel inside?
Terror. I just feel frightened.
Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how frightened would you say
10.
you felt? You're 10 out of 10. Right now, even just talking about it. Okay. What physical symptoms do you feel? Can you feel your heart? You're
It's
clearly
racing.
tensing. Your heart's racing. What else? Tell me what else you can...
Well, I'm tensing up.
Yeah?
And, well, I'm shaking.
What's happening to your breathing?
Well, it's getting shallow.
Right. Okay, because that's something I want to concentrate on today. Relaxation can play an important part in the treating of phobias because relaxation is aimed at helping someone reduce their autonomic arousal, so reducing the physiological response so that they feel more in control of their body, which means they're more likely to feel that they are more in control of the situation.
Okay, I want you to just concentrate on your breathing. Take your mind and focus on your breathing. And breathe in and breathe out in a calm, rhythmic.
Trying, I find it very difficult to relax.
Yeah.
I don't often.
Yeah. So it would be quite good for you to learn this in any case. Well, take yourself in your mind. Sometimes again it helps to have your eyes shut, but in your mind try and take yourself to a favourite place, a favourite situation. It could be anywhere. It might be a beach, it might be indoors, it might be outdoors. But take yourself, your mind, to a place that you know you're happy, you feel relaxed, a place you enjoy. Now in your mind, go there. Try and imagine you're there. Notice the things about the situation, the place, that makes it enjoyable.
A patient's motivation is significant in the efficiency of treatment. Rita was extremely determined to overcome this, and this went a long way to helping her speed through the process.
Notice how your body's relaxed and calm.
People have phobias for a number of different reasons. In Rita's case, I think there were specific triggers and specific causes that go back some way into her past. Once these had been identified, it was easy or easier to work with her on these particular issues. But these were issues she didn't particularly want to talk about on camera.
Just let me check. Would you go out into the garden normally? Would you go beyond the patio doors normally?
No, not too far.
Not too far?
I used to sit just outside the patio door.
Right. And you went beyond that?
I went beyond that and sat.
Right.
Which...
Roughly how far beyond?
About 20 feet.
20 feet? So quite some way away from the patio door?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And that's not what you'd normally do?
No. Not to sit.
Right.
No, I
You might
wouldn't do
wander
that.
out there, might you?
Yes.
But not to sit.
No.
What do you think enabled you to do that?
Well, I thought I've got to conquer parts of this and try. So I thought I'd see how I'd get on.
If I show you a picture of a bird, will you just look at it and tell me what it makes you feel and think? Okay. Now, I want you to just remind yourself this is just a picture, that you're in control. Learn to breathe and calm yourself. Okay, so try and relax yourself before we do this. Just try and get that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel when you see that?
I'm alright because I know it's over there.
Okay. Breathe. Take control of your breathing. Right, relax yourself.
So I can't take my eyes off it now. Okay, I'm quite relaxed now.
Okay. Could you take the
Yeah.
calendar? Okay.
What is it, a swallow?
I'm not sure actually.
It is.
Is it? It's flying across water, very low level.
I'm alright.
How does it feel now?
I feel alright.
Could you touch that picture?
Yes, I could.
Try. Initially, when I got the picture out, you sort of sat back a bit and said, okay, whilst it was over there. And you've gone from that to holding it to touching the picture. You've gone from worrying about a picture you didn't know what it was going to be like, to seeing it at a distance, to holding the calendar, to actually touching the picture.
Yeah, generally the confrontation is seen as being the major component nowadays. What one is doing is exposing the patient to the anxiety. That will arouse the anxiety. The relaxation and other techniques are there to help the patient manage that anxiety in a better way. The speed at which the patient progresses through the exposure, the confrontation, depends to some extent on the severity, the complexity of the patient's difficulties, and I guess might vary from practitioner to practitioner.
This is no different from the others.
No, but it looks more...
Well done. Well done. That's it, just take the other one, that's it. Well done.
Sometimes patients come along already on medication, either prescribed by a GP or by their psychiatrist. This is often where the anxiety is so significant that they need something to begin to calm them down in the first place. Gradually, as the treatment program might develop, we would look to try and reduce the reliance on medication, and generally that's without significant effect. Stand here a second, and we're just going to go outside, okay? This is something that you do at home, you've been doing during the past week, okay? So it's nothing new to you. So we're just going to go outside and just get used to being outside of this building, okay? Relax, that's it, relax, that's it, take some deep breaths. Well done, Rita. How high did that go up?
About 4.
Let's try and walk. Good. Okay. See if we can walk towards it. Beautiful robin.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And just gradually stand back as far as you feel comfortable and safe. Make sure you're relaxed. Keep on top of your breathing. Remind yourself that they're not going to harm you and that you're in control. and do all of the other things that we've been through, and then slowly, just perhaps a yard at a time, move a yard forward, stop, compose yourself, and then use another yard. Okay, so just gradually expose yourself to the birds, because that way you'll find and you'll prove to yourself that in fact they always fly away.
Down to the coast as well.
Are you?
Don't normally do that either.
Okay, well, we'll leave it for this week and do that for home. Okay, do you want to throw those to the birds? There's a
So, it's a big moment now. What's been going through your mind?
Well, I've tried to prepare myself for this moment, so I've been doing some breathing exercises, and I am quite looking forward to it. Yeah.
Little flat. That's it. There we go. That's it. There we go. Right, you sit down there like that. There we go. Now these feathers here, right, you want to get on the floor, but you can't get on the floor because I'm here. These feathers are very fluffy feathers. They're not like feathers like, especially with some of the things like the jackdaws and the crows. They've got quite harsh feathers, haven't they? That's so good. Take your time. Take your time. If you want a chair over here, we'll bring a chair to you.
No.
Okay. Have a little feel on there. Now these feathers don't feel like ordinary feathers. They're very silky, soft feathers. Well done.
I haven't touched it
Oh,
yet.
no, but you've got so close. Yeah, well done, well done. Take your
No,
time.
I-
That's great. Very good.
See, they move their heads so fast, don't they?
She's a very friendly soul, this one. She's an old lady. Well done, you're doing ever so well. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, but their heads move so fast.
They do, don't they? But she can't open her wings.
I want
She
to
won't
do
flap.
it anyway.
Yeah, I know, you're doing ever so well. She can't flap, she can't open her wings because I'm holding her still. If you want to stand, just stand next to me so we're...
How's the best way? That's
Just put your hands up
because
so she can't open her wings. But I'll be here, alright? Just stand next to me like this, and I won't pass over for a minute, just get used to standing next to me. That's it. Well done. That's good.
I am quite nervous
I know, that's
doing
all right.
this, but
I'm here with you all the time. I won't let go. That's great, absolutely brilliant. You're doing so well, very, very good. How's that feel in your hands now?
let go.
Okay. I'm here. I'm here.
Because I'm going to do it on my own. I am going to do it.
So well, very good, Rita. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant. So good. Up here. Okay. That's it. Well done, Rita. Excellent. Just take your time. Just carry on stroking first rather than try and pick him up. Just stroke him. Just stroke his tongue. That's great. Well done. That's it. Great. Now he wants to step up on your finger. That's why. Now keep your finger low down so he doesn't flap his
Like
wings.
that?
That's. Shall I hold your hand with you?
Yeah, please.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Just say, up you go, Snowy. Come on, Snowy. Snowy, this way, darling. That's it, up you go. That's it. Well done, Rita. Look at that.
Crikey.
Magician's assistant, look at that. Wonderful. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
In Rita's case, we were very fortunate to be able to have her handle such magnificent birds. Normally we wouldn't be in a position to do that. But seeing the turnaround in Rita from someone who wouldn't walk outside her into her back garden, wouldn't go on holiday, to being able to stroke and indeed enjoy birds was a tremendous boost. That's the pleasure, part of the pleasure that one gets from that.
Press your
You
hand
gotta
up
do
to your
that.
chest. That's it. Rita wish I got to do that.
Come on, Julia.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is so good.
A few months ago you wouldn't have even come outside, let alone.
No.
Wonderful, well done. Well done. You're beautiful, aren't you?
It's really the best thing that ever happened to me. It really is.